hurts even more when it's right here in Alabama, and it's some of our own neighbors who are the victims of this kind of just corporate malfeasance.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
This is a news release from the Department of Labor, the U.S. Department of Labor. In federal court, Alabama plastics manufacturer pleads guilty to willful safety regulation violation found in 2017 OSHA investigation into workers' death. So the statement reads this plastics manufacturing company, it's ABC Polymer Industries LLC, they pled guilty to a willful violation of workplace safety requirements as part of an agreement filed in federal court, spurred initially by a U.S. Department of Labor investigation into a 45-year-old worker's death in, is it Helena or Helena? In August of 2017. The U.S. Department of Justice's Environmental Crimes Section and the U.S. Attorney's Office of the Northern District of Alabama prosecuted the case. It was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Alabama. The agreement also requires the company to pay $242,928 in restitution plus funeral expenses to the fallen worker's estate. The company must also pay $176,928 in penalties and serve 2 years of probation with terms including participating in an enhanced compliance and auditing program. In 2018, the company paid $155,338 in penalties assessed by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration after its investigation into the incident. The U.S. Department of Labor Regional Solicitor Tramel Howard in Atlanta says, let the resolution of this case serve as a stark reminder to all employers that the U.S. Department of Labor will exhaust all available resources and actions to hold them accountable when they fail to meet federal requirements to protect the safety and health of their employees. No violation or penalty will recover a lost life in a needless tragedy, but the court's action seeks to find justice for the worker and their family. And the background on this case is that an OSHA investigation found that ABC Polymer Industries employee suffered fatal injuries after she was pulled into the moving rollers of a plastic extrusion machine.
Oh my God.
As a result, the agency issued the company one willful citation for failing to provide machine guarding to protect the employees from caught-in and amputation hazards. OSHA also cited the company for lack of specific safety procedures to shut down or isolate stored energy and its failure to install a rail system on both sides of an open platform. OSHA Regional Administrator Kurt Petermeyer in Atlanta says failing to install and maintain protective guarding on machinery causes far too many serious injuries and deaths. Employers can prevent these types of tragedies, and in this case, ABC Polymer Industries learned that terrible lesson. The company was founded in September of 1994. They produce extruded polypropylene products, including microsynthetic and macrosynthetic concrete fibers. The company is a major distributor of bulk bags, fibrillated yarns, synthetic snow, and more. Under the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970, employers are responsible for providing safe and healthful workplaces for their employees. OSHA's role is to ensure these conditions for America's working men and women by setting and enforcing standards, providing training, education, and assistance. So, you know, there's a resolution to this case now, but geez, 6 years after this worker died in a needless accident. And you know, there was penalties assessed back in 2018, but that's still, you're looking at a year, 6 months to a year after the incident. And then even though those penalties weren't paid to, the family of the deceased worker, that was penalties to the government. And so it's just, another, just yet another example of where bosses and companies and executives violate the law and kill somebody, and kill somebody, it takes years for a resolution to come to a case. And even when a resolution comes, it's just a fine that they're going to look at as, the cost of doing business, where if you or I did something half as bad as that, it would not take nearly that long for us to have serious consequences.
Right. I mean, and I know it's not unusual to see long trials, for example, in criminal cases, but the difference would be, if you or I did something anywhere close to this, we would be hanging out in jail or on bond while we awaited resolution. It's just a stark reminder of the disparities and how enforcement really plays out in this country. And it's just another example of corporations behaving badly. Mm-hmm. And, it hurts even more when it's right here in Alabama, and it's some of our own neighbors who are the victims of this kind of just corporate malfeasance.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project. And you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.